Who is the biggest contributor to PulseChain's future success? Is it you? Is it me? This fluffy microphone? Pokeballs? Mr. Japan? Could be all of those. The biggest contributor is probably the US government. Specifically, the satanic, evil US banks. You might say, but Sommi, you said contributor to success. Yes. Let's continue. The satanic US banks evil genius stablecoin act. So remember, we've had a evil genius stablecoin act. A lot of the politicians get bribed, as they do. And what is in this act? What is this stablecoin act? It regulates stablecoins, but there's a twist. It was written by JP Mosquito and the other satanic lizard reptilian banks. JP Mosquito, CitiBug, Bank of Ants, Goldman, Slugs, every single type of bug you can imagine. All right? Any type of insect, mantoid, whatever the hell they are. So this evil genius stablecoin act, it's making yield illegal. You are now, it's almost some sort of fairy tale. You're telling me, US government, you're coming in and you're literally making you're making it illegal to compete against PDI. Okay, I'll take that. Please, sir. Let me peg my nipples for you once again. And it's true. You're not allowed to hand out yield. And you've got to be mega regulated. It's kind of funny. You're not allowed to hand out a free token. Amazing. Thank you. They might say, wait. Does that make PDI illegal? No, because PDI is not a stable coin. Could be a ping pong coin. Could be an unstable coin. Could be something else. It's not a stable coin. You might ping pong between 99 cents and $1.01. Not a stable coin. That's funny, man. So it is true, right? They are shooting themselves in the foot, and they are making the potential PDI yield handout to be glorious and unique. Makes you think. Why, when you have an option of earning yield on this ping pong thing, why would you hold trash rubbish like Tether, USDT, or cuck garbage like Circle's USDC? Why would you hold them? They give you no yield. They're not allowed to. Now, obviously, why did the bank do this? It's just for monopoly. Because if they allow you to earn yield, that means you can have a US bank account on the blockchain and you don't need the bank. And they want to be able to stalk you. And they don't want your business, whatever. They're just trying to write the rules just to make them cheat. That's why crypto is amazing, because we invented the technology where you can't cheat even if you tried. These things don't have an off button. Wild technology. Why would you hold Ripple's CBDC trash RLUSD when it gives you no yield? Why would you do that? Aren't you curious? Like, who's holding this RLUSD trash? Friends, what Ripple do is they just do what Trump does. They go to a company and they're like, hey, let's do a deal. You give us 10 million, we give you 10 million. We'll do a swap. You hold some of our garbage, we'll hold some of your garbage, and we'll just advertise it to the world. That it looks like, oh, there's adoption here. Come on, bro. We're not that dumb. Actually, most people are. Yes, they are. I'll take that back. But money talks. All right. Ripple, can your stablecoin, can it go above $1? No. Tether, can your stablecoin go above $1? No. All right. So you've got no upside. And you don't even give yield. It's like just all you have is downside. You now see the power. By the way, it could go to zero for the third time and not come back. PulseChain's PDI will be a $1 ping pong coin that would give you effective yield. Now, once again, I don't know, friends. I'm hoping, I'm allowed to hope things go up. Just like Michael Saylor's allowed to go on stage and say Bitcoin's definitely going to $13 million. Okay, well, I'm not saying definitely to anything. I don't even know I'm going to wake up tomorrow, right? I hope it continues higher. I hope adoption continues. I hope the prophecy is fulfilled. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm holding. My nipples are pegged. The shining city on a hill. Now, I made this glorious picture for you. Look how cute this picture is. We are the peg. Here is the beautiful sun. Smiley faces in the clouds. Here is me, my fluffy microphone, Spoony. Here is a character nobody asked the AI to add. They just added someone with a spoon. That guy. Okay, I'll take you. And here is PulseChain, the village, the city. It's shining. Isn't it beautiful? It's great. It's great. It means that's the best part, bro. So I'm already thinking about the US government giving us all the product market fit. That's how far ahead of the market I am. People are still pricing us for dead. Do you see how wrong the market is? Totally wrong. Your odds of our survival are like less than 1%. Dude, not only are we alive, the US government is actively enhancing our product market fit. That's wild, man. That's wild. That just shows you, right? You got to have an appreciation for how markets can like really, you know, they can remain irrational for a lot longer than most people can stay solvent. That's why 2x leverage is still too dangerous. Yeah, you can't do 2x leverage in crypto. It's 50% drop, right? Friends, if you would even leverage like just 30% on PDI, if there was a PDI leverage lending market, everyone would be wiped out because the thing went to zero. It literally went to zero, 99.93% down. Any ounce of leverage, you're finished. You get it? So you can't do that. But that's the best part, okay? You price that into the market, right? So you're like, oh, if anything I hold can go to zero, it has to be worth my while on the upside. So I've got to think about, all right, I don't want something like Bitcoin that can give a 50% or a 2x. I don't want something like that. That doesn't make sense. You risk everything for a 2x, may as well do a leverage trade. I want to risk everything. I need to be rewarded for an upside. I have to look for something where the market thinks they're wrong. The market thinks it's right when it's definitely wrong. That's exactly what we've been seeing right now. However, let's have some appreciation here as well. Me and J Power, major loser, me giving him a Hadouken fireball. Major loser. It's funny, man. I got the McDonald's hat. That's good. Whoever did this, I don't know what made you put the McDonald's hat. It's perfect, man. Oh, man, because it's funny. I look like a Ryu. I'm like homeless bum Ryu. Just waiting and waiting and waiting. It's funny, man. Oh, man. That's what makes us different. That's what makes us special because friends, look at this. This is real, man. We're laughing. We're actually laughing. It is funny. It is funny. We're like, in stock market, we're like, no. I've got to wear a suit and tie. No. These are real serious investors. We're like, no. We have to like, you know, here's a signature pen. We have to sign papers where there's a feather on the pen. Like, I do declare there are to be adoption and friendship for all. Like that's the world they live in. And our world, we're like, one more word out of you, Spoonie's gonna get you. Imagine sending that to your board of directors, just like me, just it's like, hey, that's why, friends, if PulseChain had VCs, it just wouldn't work, okay? Because this is what they've got to be looking at. Imagine they put like a VC, they put one of those brochure booklets, like, hey, invest with us. Don't invest with us. We don't want VC trash. PolyChain dumped $242 million of Molestia. They got everybody to lock it up. They've dumped. Now they're just going to move on to the next thing because there's too many chains. Molestia, it's in the name. Everybody got molested. Sad day for you. There's no cult. Where's your cult? Do you have Molestia tattoos? No. We've got PulseChain tattoos. We've got Hex tattoos. We've got a down 99% badge and everybody's still here. We have multiple conferences per year. PulseChain conferences, Hex conferences, PulseX conference. We have multiple conferences. We have 170 content creators. We have 70 streamers. They're still here. We've got a doctor. We've got a pirate. We've got a lawyer. Shout out to Mr. Nuclear Herbs. I mean, our lawyer's named Nuclear Herbs, by the way. You know what I mean? You don't have that. Do you have a fluffy microphone? No, you don't. I've seen your elbows. Too rounded. I've seen your legs. You skip leg day. I've seen your fingernails. They're painted. No credibility with me. Okay? And by the way, our doctor's probably going to check your medical records. Your blood type, S for soy. So, VC land, You can move aside. You are in a sea of junk. There's like 400 chains. You can't differentiate yourselves. People would rather die than leave this chain. You get it? Nuclear Herbs is not going to be renaming himself to Nuclear Pedophile from Pedo Dot. He's not going to go join Gavin Wood's Pedo Dot. You get it? Dr. Hexologist gives me prostate exams. He's not going to be giving prostate exams to the XRP army. Here's the thing. The market has priced PulseChain for dead. PulseChain has priced PDI for dead. It's like, it's a double whammy here. You only need one of them. You don't even need, that's why you don't even need to touch PDI. I'm just saying, like, we're cheap. However, it is pretty lame how in crypto, one red day just cancels out all the dopamine hits from before. That's the tough part, man. When you're long-term holding, you don't get the hit. You want the hit. You're like, please, sir, please. Can you please just not go down? Please? Delay gratification. It's also amazing how 500 red days of depression can be cancelled with 10 green days. It's true. It's true. One red monthly, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 red monthly candles. It's pain. But then a green one, I was like, oh, we're going up. Part of the requirement for a cycle to happen and memories to be wiped. So we actually need that, right? When green candles appear, green monthly candles, momentum's going up. Everyone's got goldfish memory, but we need that, right? Because, you know, if we never erased memories, no one would ever take risk. You know? Like, everyone wanted to basically like just drop a nuke into the middle of the crypto industry with FTX, just wipe everything out and just like delete the whole industry back in FTX 2022. Now we've got Michael Saylor saying $13 million Bitcoin. Let's go take on infinite leverage. We're trading at $190,000 BTC on the book. Like, you know, it's a totally different world now, but you need that. Everyone's forgot because new players come in. When new demand comes in, they don't have memories of the past. The best part is, with PulseChain, the entire industry has no recollection of the pain. They don't know the pain. That's the best part, man. But you won't believe until the price is up, so we'll see. New blood will enter so we can continue the growth phase. So, but yeah, it's always a waiting game, right? But that's the game, man. We don't know, friends. I don't know. It's a business cycle. Every time. Buy low, sell high. No one's here. Buy high, sell low. Everyone's in line. How true is that? No one wants to be first. No one wants to be last. Everybody wants to be second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, eighth, 10th, 1,000th, okay? So it's all about conviction, right? And the only way to make it is to bet more than you can afford to lose. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, okay? It's true. It's true now. There's too many people. There's too many chains. There's too many people. How do you differentiate yourself? Okay, you got to go all in. Yeah, the community has to go all in. The community has to go way above and beyond than anybody else. PulseChain's got no VCs, community grassroots stuff. It actually works in everyone's favor, right? You know, a VC chain, they have to pay for everyone to like it for those 5 seconds that they shill it. Yeah, but then the shitting's gone, they dump and they leave. It's a tough game, man. And even then, you're not even guaranteed that everything's going to work. You're not, but you have to have an appreciation for this, okay? So you think about the game you're playing. If you're a Jeet selling PulseChain and everything out here now, you are selling with everyone else in the market who thinks it's dead. That's who you're selling with them. You're selling into people who still believe that the community is alive. And you're selling at an enormous discount. Like you're paying a huge premium yourself to exit. If you're buying what the mainstream KOLs are talking about, you're buying stuff that everybody in the world has already heard of. So there's 5 million people who have already heard about something. You're hoping another 500,000 people come and hear about it. And if you're wrong, guess what? You've already priced in 5 million people knowing about it. So remember, none of these are certainties. You're just trying to play the best game you can. The best game you can is to position yourself where nobody has heard about your thing as much, or they think it's all dead. That's what's today, and you're trying to play for a better future. where more people will hear about it, or it will show signs that it's alive and the rest of the market has to go and price itself in. The cheaper the price, the better, but it's easier said than done, right? Because as we've seen, crypto can go way lower than you think. Let's hope, though, in the next 6 to 12 months, it goes way higher than we think as well. I'm wearing a Ditto hat. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you in the next one.